Most people aren't broke because they're lazy. They're broke because they're trapped. In this video, we reveal the invisible systems keeping you stuck in the cycle of working hard and staying poor. The modern world can be very cruel. While some people are born into privilege, others are dealt a losing hand in life. For most people, money is nothing more than a means of survival. Put simply, you can't think about making money until you've solved your basic survival needs. Another invisible force keeping you trapped is our education system. Now let's talk about a common way to make money, trading your time for money. The modern world bombards us with advertising every day, telling us that we need the latest iPhone or designer clothes to be happy. If you understand the invisible rules of the game and how to manipulate them, you can escape the rat race and achieve financial freedom. It all starts with a mindset shift. You have to be willing to question everything and challenge the status quo. But here's the harsh truth. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. The real power lies in understanding the system and using it to your advantage. And that's where this journey begins. So buckle up and get ready. And let's face it, it works. More and more people are living paycheck to paycheck, buying things they don't need with money they don't have, just so they can keep up with the Joneses. But here's the thing, it's a never-ending cycle. Once you start buying things you don't need, you'll never have enough money. You'll always be one paycheck away from being broke. The worst part is most people don't even realize it's happening. They're so caught up in the rat race that they don't have time to stop and think about their habits. But you're not like most people. You're smarter. You're more aware. You know that you can't keep up with the Joneses if you want to succeed. But here's the tough love you've been waiting for. If you're truly serious about escaping the rat race, you must avoid consumerism at all costs. Live below your means, save your money, and invest it wisely. This is the only way to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. This is the classic 9-to-5 job. You trade 40 hours of your life each week for a salary. But here's the thing, trading time for money is a very limited way to generate income. Your time is finite. You only have 24 hours in each day, and you can't buy more time. On the other hand, money is infinite. There's always more money to be made. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a great way to get started. In fact, it's probably the easiest way to make money, especially when you're young and don't have much experience. But you should never rely on it for long-term wealth. Why? Because you're always going to be limited by your time. Eventually, you'll burn out or get injured, and that will put a cap on your earning potential. And let's face it, we're all going to burn out eventually. But here's the silver lining. Once you stop trading your time for money, the possibilities are endless. Here's a simple example. Let's say you earn $50,000 a year. That works out to roughly $2,083 a month. Now let's say you invest this money wisely and earn 10% every year. That's $52,000 in year 2, $57,200 in year 3, and $63,000 in year 4. As you can see, your income starts to snowball. After just 4 years, you'll be earning $12,000 more than you did in year 1, and that's just with a 10% return. Imagine what you could do with $12,000 extra every year. You could travel the world, start a business, or retire early. Now imagine if you had $10 million invested. your annual earnings would be $1.2 million. Now that's what we call serious passive income. It's the ultimate form of income, and it's completely passive. All you have to do is earn the initial capital and then watch it grow. This is how the ultra-rich became so wealthy. They didn't rely on trading their time for money. Instead, they built systems that brought them passive income. Systems like rental properties, dividend stocks, and royalties from books or music. The key to escaping the rat race is building multiple streams of passive income. This gives you the freedom and flexibility to live life on your own terms. Passive income is the ultimate goal. It's designed to teach obedience and conformity, not wealth and critical thinking. Just think about it. From kindergarten all the way through high school, you're forced to sit at a desk for hours each day, listening to someone else talk. You're taught that 2 + 2 = 4, that the sky is blue, and that the best way to live your life is by getting good grades, going to college, getting a good job, and retiring with a pension. But is any of this really necessary? Not only does this stifle your creativity and curiosity, but it also keeps you obedient and compliant. After all, why would you want to go against the system that put you through years of schooling to become a productive little worker bee? This is why so many people conform to society's expectations. They fall in line and do what they're told without questioning why. But here's the harsh truth. If you truly want to succeed in life, you must be willing to question everything. Question the status quo, question authority, and question the advice that everyone else is giving you. Only then can you forge your own path to success. The problem with our current education system is that it is failing to teach the skills necessary for success in the 21st century. Instead, it's focused on outdated measures of success like college degrees and good-paying jobs. But in today's world, these things don't mean what they used to. More and more people are ditching college and landing high-paying jobs without degrees. The truth is, you can learn a lot more in 6 months of real-world experience than 6 years of college. But here's the key takeaway. Don't let the system crush your curiosity and creativity. It's what sets you apart and allows you to achieve extraordinary things. Have you ever heard the term, "You have to be rich to become rich"? Well, there's some truth to this. The richer you are, the easier it is to make more money. Why? Because the rich already have access to the game, while the poor and middle class have to spend all their time and energy just trying to get in. When you're poor, you're often judged and discriminated against based on your income. This makes it extremely difficult to get ahead. Landlords won't rent to you, banks won't loan to you, and employers will exploit you for all you're worth. However, once you cross a certain income threshold, suddenly doors start opening everywhere. Credit card companies are begging you to take their products, banks are offering you special interest rates, and even your friends will start valuing your opinion. This is the harsh reality of our current financial system. Until you reach a certain income level, you'll continue to be ignored. But once you cross that threshold, everything changes. They work their 9-to-5 job, collect their paycheck, and pay their bills. Whatever money is left over goes towards basic necessities like food and clothing. Now, if you're one of the few who manages to save up, you might consider yourself wealthy. And this is where you're wrong. By definition, wealth is having more money than you need. And by definition, poverty is lacking sufficient money to meet your needs. If you're constantly living paycheck to paycheck, then you're not wealthy at all. You're surviving, and this is by design. Throughout history, the power elite have maintained control over the majority through something called economic determinism, which essentially means controlling a population's economy to influence their behavior. Think about it. If you're spending all of your waking hours just trying to survive, you won't have the energy or resources to fight back against those in power. You can fight an empire if your hands are dirty from working in the coal mines all day. Now, the modern world has evolved, and many of us now work in offices instead of coal mines. But the end result is still the same. We're too tired and preoccupied with our own survival to make meaningful change. This is why we call the current economic system the rat race. It's a never-ending struggle to stay afloat. A hamster wheel that keeps you running in place so that you never break free. But let me ask you this. Would you rather be dealt another card, or would you rather learn how to play the game? The truth is, if you understand the rules of the game and how to manipulate them, it doesn't matter what cards you're dealt, you'll still win every time. So what exactly are these rules? Let's get into it. Rule No. 1. The financial system is designed for control, not freedom. If you want to escape this rat race, you must first recognize that money is not the means to survival, but survival is the means to money. Rule number 2. School teaches obedience, not wealth. Rule No. 3. Trading time for money will always have a ceiling. Rule No. 4. Consumer habits that kill your future. Another silent killer that keeps you trapped is consumerism. In conclusion, the rat race is a harsh reality for millions of people around the world, but it doesn't have to be your fate. Thank you for watching.